going on, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. Today we're finally doing something car related. It's been a while. I know I've been bored, and a lot of you guys are also just like extremely bored. The virus is like still keeping us inside, so I'm trying to battle with making content and like actually getting out and be motivated to even do car related things. So last night I messaged Restorfx. Those are the guys that completely Clearfx'd my car. So it's a ceramic coating. Sorry, that was the map. And so I got the call from Ryan last night. He said I'm good to go and bring the car this morning. So I'm headed there now. We're gonna do a full ceramic coat on the car again, and then on the few body panels that have been repainted, along with the hardware on the wheels are new, so we'll coat those too, and then see what we can get up to. I know it's been a long time since like I've actually even taken the car out and driven. Like this is like a 25-minute drive, and I've barely driven the car more than like 10 minutes, even for like the shoots that you see on Instagram. Like those are really close locations. So I'll catch up with you guys when I get there, and then we'll get into today's vlog. Finally something car related. So I'll see you there. So for now, I'll wait for Ryan to come. It's like freezing outside today. Perfect. I think it's just because it's the morning right now. It was supposed to be a nice day, and it's shaping up to be one. Like the sun's out. So I was like trying to keep distance from everybody already because of like the virus going around. Obviously, everyone should be up to speed on that by now. So a few guys, like a few of the workers that I know, came out, saw the car because it's like the first time seeing it, I guess, this year. And like one of the new workers hasn't seen it before, so he was checking out the paint and like the Restorfx coating that was already put on it. I have my little mask. I have my gloves in case they like really want to be like safe. They're not wearing masks because they're obviously in their safe workplace, but I'm kind of the outsider coming in, infiltrating their business. It's not really that funny because it's super serious, but it is kind of a little bit funny. As I'm waiting in the car, I usually just do like the usual things. I've already like done walk-arounds, got some stories and stuff. It's like the usual routine, I guess you could say, I do when I come to places like this. Like I try to market the brand as much as possible, like the companies, because like they obviously support me, I support them. But just like in general too, it's just like if I'm waiting for anything, I'm on Instagram like making posts, and then I just put them in like the drafts, so it's all like ready to go. So most of the time, if I have like a second, I'll make a post, I'll do all my tags, I'll make the caption, set it all up, and then I'll just leave it in drafts so that next time, like whatever it is later in the day, I can just hit post, and it's way easier. So as I'm literally talking, Ryan's coming up. That thing is surprisingly really awesome. I know a lot of people will hate it or love it, but like toasters I think are actually pretty cool. Also, not to mention, Ryan has an R32 GTR, so that's just like the daily, and then he brings his R32 to work most of the time. So I'm surprised he didn't bring it today, on like it's actually a nice day. But I've gotten the okay to like walk inside, so I'll show you guys what it actually looks like in here. Once it focuses, it's perfect for car pictures in here. It's like they do like cars from, what is this? Is this a demo? Yeah. I know that the black one back there is the normal demo car. So this is another demo car. You can kind of see like the picture will pick it up. So like their work is crazy. Obviously I can vouch for it because it's on my car, but this is before, all foggy. I know the camera's picking it up. And then you can see the after, so. Okay, the car's in. So we're basically waiting for the like blue SCI guy behind me to come get his car, and then we'll jump into my car. I'll try to do a lot of filming today and like show the little like as much as I can show of the background process of putting on the coating and what goes into all of this job. So the car's inside now. I'll get a couple clips of it because like the lights on it look really cool. But I'll also try to get Ryan today to explain to you guys like what Restorfx is and what the coating is like compared to other companies, and why this is probably the best one I've ever thought to use, and it's been proven on my car, and it's like a lifesaver. I know a lot of you guys see on my story that like I wash it with like a foam cannon, I wash it off, and then I use a blower, and I never touch the car. So it just helps with swirls, it helps with everything. So we'll jump in today's video. We're finally here, and actually being able to like be outside and do something is really cool. And also like thank you to Ryan and Restorfx for letting me come and be able to come in here today. I know like everything's really weird and not a lot of people want to have other like human interaction or contact, but for today it's like pretty awesome to have a day where I can come out, do something, get some content for you guys. So we'll jump into it. So we got started now. I'll let Ryan kind of explain to you what he's doing a little bit on the fender, because these are fresh. These are the one piece of the car that's freshly painted, so these aren't even coated right now.
Well, with the amount of photos that are taken of this car, the one thing you don't want to do is you want to have the finish as smooth as possible. So any pieces of dirt, any pieces of imperfections in the paint are unfortunately going to capture the light and really just magnify it across the entire vehicle. So to ensure that that doesn't happen, what we do is we wet sand them out with 2000 grit wet paper, and then we'll cover them up with a 3M 5000 grit sand pad just to sort of minimize them, and then we'll start using the polishes in order to remove any of the damages that we've incurred to the clear coat. If you're dealing with a factory clear coat, be very cautious how you attempt this. Factory clear coats are very thin. Because this is an aftermarket paint job, a lot of aftermarket companies will put on a lot thicker layers of clear that allow me a lot more sanding ability. So just do test sections, and if you start to get nervous, the secret is when you can't see the orange peel reflection in the sands anymore is when you stop.
Yeah, this part is like the most nerve-wracking part, but the one thing that I remember Ryan saying when I dropped off the car the first time was he was very like thankful that I really had no care. Like I gave them my car and was like, here's my freshly painted car, like have at it. And a lot of people I guess are really nervous for this part, but I had full trust. I didn't really care. I knew it was gonna come out awesome, and then now it's like, so this is the second time this is happening on the car. I'll do a little like walk around. So this is uncoated, untreated, everything, just fresh paint, but the rest of the car is. So you can see with the lighting in here that the car's a mirror all the time. Having a black car, it's difficult to keep it this clean, but this is like one thing that I knew I wanted to do for that reason, because like a lot of you have probably picked up, I'm a very particular person when it comes to the car. So it's like usually always immaculately clean, and if you catch me at a bad time, then like that's like a once in a lifetime. You most likely will not catch the car dirty, unless like I just came out of like a rainstorm or something. So Ryan's starting on the front one, then we'll do the rest of the kit, and I'll try to film like half the process so it's not super boring for you guys, but at the same time be able to kind of see and understand the process of this, because it's pretty intense. You could see in the camera as you wiped it off, the picture of the reflection of me got like clear, and then you got clear, and it's like, now it's like crazy. Left that front panel, doing the roof now. Basically what we're doing is he's going a lot more in detail and more steps on the front fenders and the rear, because those have just been painted and they're not coated. So there's a lot more steps to go on those ones before they actually get the Clearfx than just the rest of the body. Like the roof is coated, the doors, everything's already done. So he's basically only gonna do a very simple stage like buff polish on the doors, the roof, etc. But then go a lot more in depth on the fenders. So that's what he's doing right now. I'll try to get some clips for you guys and actually try to do like before and afters, because it's pretty crazy, especially like how obvious you can see it.
dots that are still black. That means we can go a bit further down and try and chase those down a bit more.
So right now he's done sanding it. That's like the second fender we've done. Now it's just going to go through all the stages of the polishing before it goes ready for the actual Clearfx coating to go on top. That door's done, so almost that whole left side of the car is done. Then we have to move on to like the back, the right side, and then the hood. But making good progress. The wheels are going to be the most annoying part, but I know Ryan has like a special tool that he just ordered actually for my car to come in today. So he's a little bit excited to use that in the wheel wells. But we'll just keep like picking away at the car, and I'll keep trying to like show some clips and stuff. I know a lot of you guys aren't going to try this at home, but it's a cool process to see, especially on a black car. It's really obvious to see the difference.
So this would be considered no good. If you can still see the outline of the 2000 sand or the harder sand that you did, that will not cover with polish very easily, and you're going to end up risking burning through the paint. So it's better just to take your time and sand it a bit more than risk burning the beautiful paint job.
So slight update, we're basically doing like the rear bumper diffuser right now, and then continue, just work our way around the car. It's like this section of the bumper has been done already, so this one is not the most intense one compared to what we've been doing before. So this one will only see a few stage polish, and then we'll just move on to the next. And then the fender coming is uncoated, so we're gonna have to do the same process of all the steps over again. So last step, last fender we're doing right now. I'm also saying I'm not doing anything. I'm holding a camera and I'm filming Ryan. But so he's just sanding the little imperfections in the paint right now, which is completely normal. That's like very common. It's just little dust spots and stuff. So he's getting rid of those, and then we're gonna do the same 3 or 4 step polish on it. And then once that's all done, he'll probably go over the car one more time, and then on goes the Clearfx coating. Okay, now just point and shoot. So I'm taking Ryan's job and Ryan's taking my job. So I'm just literally, the pressure-wise is just like my finger.
Just about hand pressure, yeah. You don't want to go too heavy.
And then you can, maybe I'll advise you to tell me to stop.
You can stop now. And then if you want to wipe it off, and you can see.
Yeah. Still there, but it's a little bit better, I would say. Can I go more, or should I maybe
go a little bit more? You just want to kind of keep it centralized on that actual dot and on that actual dot.
Okay, so kind of pivot on it?
Yeah. So, and then you can go down to the other one.
Yeah, this is not a satisfying job. This is a very cringy job. It's hard to tell how much pressure I want to put on it because it's so scary to if I put more pressure, then I'm just going to eat away my paint. Should I touch these ones, or?
You tell me, it's your car.
I will. We're here now. Might as well. It's also funny because it doesn't look like you've completely just scuffed your paint until it just until you wipe it and dry it, and it does that, and you're like, yeah, I completely just ruined it. Okay, I'll have you come look at it.
Alright.
So you're basically dampening it and then almost just wiping most of that off again, so it's in the pad instead of on top.
You also want to clean out all the sanding dust that's built into the pores of the pad, otherwise it's going to remain clogged up and not sand the way you want. So when we're doing this, we keep the speed at about 2,000 to 3,000. You don't need high speed with this. And you want to keep it sort of flat. And again, pressure is just about the amount of the weight of the machine. so you can still see the outline there.
You can kind of see it, so you're gonna go more. So we're doing the same deal here. Ryan's basically fixing up all of this, and then he left me the 3 little areas that I was doing to fix up. So I'm gonna go to 5,000 grit, I think, on those ones and try to do it. So I'm technically now having a part in this and figuring out how to do it. So once Ryan finishes up there, I'll go and fix those little spots that you can see. It's pretty nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna attempt this side again. I can literally talk into my paint. So I'm gonna try to get rid of these now. Ryan's gonna guide me because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Perfect. So we've already set the sander speed. You want to mist the pad with a little bit of water. That's perfect. And when you're doing the sanding, you're going to want to try and actually use just sort of this area of the pad. So you're going to want it on a slide angle. Yeah. Now make sure you put it on the car before you start, otherwise you're going to fling sanding dust everywhere.
I'll start with this one, I guess.
Yep.
That was anticlimactic.
That was very anticlimactic. Hang on a sec.
Is it? Oh, it's unblocked. Right as I commit. Got it? Okay. Let it wipe it. I think on the top, it's
Definitely
still there.
More, yeah.
I'm going way shorter than I probably need to go in splits because it's super nerve-wracking. Factory.
Looks great. Now it's just these 2.
More water, or is that fine?
One more spray, that's fine.
It's just like missing a clear. That's so crazy that it's just completely done. And then you do like, so now from here you put one more on it to like bring it back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll use a more aggressive polish to sort of smooth out all the damage you've done, and that'll clean it up. Keep it as flat as possible so that you can sort of work around. And again, remember you're sanding it, so what you want to actually do is sort of work the product around. Go bigger than where you actually sanded because you want to make sure you can transition.
Like you're masking the whole area kind of thing?
Exactly. Yeah. You want to multiply over it, and like you're sort of using a machine to smooth this sand out even further. As far as pressure, you're just sort of using what the equivalent weight of the machine would be.
And this one more like flat on the panel?
Definitely more flat. Because this is a dual action polisher, so it's going to spin this way as well as spin on its circumference like that.
Yeah.
So this is idiot-proof polishing. Hopefully.
Fuck, hopefully.
The speed's set, so you're good. Buff it off with that green one.
Buff it off now?
Yep. So you can see how it looks.
Definitely probably go a little bit more.
Quite a bit more.
Gee, that's much better. I'll take your expert opinion.
Looks pretty good.
Now these ones are gone. So like the one I was showing, like the camera's probably gonna have a hard time picking it up. But like right here there was something, and then right here. This one, but right there I can kind of pick it up still. Yeah. But over here it's kind of gone.
Yeah, from this angle over here I can see the cloudiness still
right there.
Yeah, you can totally see it right there. And what that is just maybe we should have hit that with a bit more 5 because that does look a bit like the 2000. But yeah. I'm gonna jump in and give it a try and see what we can do here.
Yeah, I'm gonna tag out. That was enough for me for one day. I don't want to ruin anything right now. Ryan's just gonna fix that because I tagged out. That was enough. Okay, so we're basically done, other than now it's time. We've done all the polishing, we've done all this like stages that we were basically planned out to do on the car. Other than that, the car is prepped, ready to go for the Clearfx now. There's nothing else to do. We're waiting for everything to kind of cure and settle in. And then we're done. Like the wheels are done, the kit's done. We even restored some of the, the headlights were fine, but we went over the headlights again. We did the hood, we did the carbon fiber roof spoiler, the wing, the bumper, the diffuser. The whole car was redone again. So it was unnecessary, but what else are we really gonna do? Really only needed to do the kit, but everybody here at Restorfx, they're really nice to me. They support me, I support them, and it's like, they were really kind and generous to do the whole car, so thank you to Ryan for that. And all the workers here, like they're all really nice, really friendly. So it's been like a really good day to just get away from everything. Even though we're still kind of stuck in the shop, it's better to be doing car-related things than being at home doing nothing. So thankful for that. That's a nice thing to be doing today. But once we get going on the Clearfx, I'll bring the camera back out and show you that being applied. But for now, you can see like it's the car's mirror like usual, but you can see me completely in it. If I put it right here and then talk to the camera. So I'll see you guys in a second when we put the Clearfx on. We'll give it a little bit more time to cure, and then we'll be back at it again. Okay, so now we're on to the actual fun part, I guess you could say.
Clearfx exterior. So Clearfx, different than Ceramic Pro, Opticoat, Geon quartz, Clearfx is attogenetic. The difference being that atto just means a smaller molecule size. So instead of just creating a layer on top to protect Ryan's car, we're actually going to let this chemical absorb in and harden his actual paint to the 9H hardness. So now his car's paint will take the damage, not an invisible layer of product on top. Because it's designed by people with passions for cars like us, instead of focusing on this lasting 20 years and never having to be reapplied, etc., we focused on gloss, softness of touch, and reflectivity. So that's why Ryan's cars always look impossible to shoot. Unlike all these other companies that everything's designed out of one or two factories, either out of China or Europe, all of our products are designed in-house, directly with our own R&D development team, and people that are hands-on with the cars every day. So if there's any kind of issues, if there's anything that doesn't perform the way we want, we fix it immediately.
So that's a wrap. Car's finally finished. Spent like basically a whole day on it. We had several people working on it. It's all done, it's all cured. It takes a long time for it to cure. Basically what Ryan has suggested me do is this week, take the car home, leave it in the garage, and then any chance I can get, pull it out and let it just sit in the sun so it kind of bakes the like Clearfx into the paint a little bit more, rather than taking it back down into the parking garage, putting a cover on it and just letting it sit. He really advised not doing that. So I'll take the car home, leave it out. It might even be nice to look at it outside, but this is like super, super, super nice work. Like the guys here, Restorfx, this is the Brampton location. This is the guys that I trust with my car like completely. They've made it look 10 times better from the beginning, and then it's just, I know you guys can kind of pick it up, but to have a black car that clean, takes a lot of work. But seriously, like thanks to Ryan at Restorfx and like letting me come in today and stay the whole day, and even like help out and work on the front fender and see what it feels like to like wet sand and do all that and then cut, polish, and have it all ready. It was really awesome, so thank you to you guys. I know for sure in the bio I'll link them, I'll link their Instagram, everything to do with Restorfx and Brampton location. I'll link it all in the description. And I'll pull the car, I have to pull the car out, I'll show it in the sun, and I'll probably update you guys one last time when I get home. And then also, I know a few of you are gonna ask, like, my car is like fairly fresh paint. There's also other options. They offer a Clearfx and then a Restorfx. And the Restorfx is for guys that are more not into like fresh paint. Say like you bought a 2007 Z and it still has the 2007 paint on it. You can come here, they'll do it up with the Restorfx instead, and your car is gonna look basically like this when they're done. It's amazing products, it works, it's not just talk. I have proven it for a year now that this is so fun, and it's so satisfying when you wash the car. A lot of people won't understand till the first wash, and they use a blower to blow the water off the car and everything, but it's just one step. I know like the virus going around and stuff, you might even ask why it was worth it to do it, but it was a day out with other car people. It was very, very satisfying, and it's just like, it needed to be done. I'm a very big perfectionist with this car, so just was one other thing to do. I'll pull it out now and then show you guys the final product of the car. YouTube magic. We'll go check out the car. The sun's like perfectly on it right now to where you can see. Little cameo. This is Josh's car. That's Josh. So this is when like rare you'd see it in photos, but I don't know how well the camera will pick it up. But for some of you that wonder where the gold flake is in the paint, this is what it looks like. Crazy. It's 100% more glossy this time around, which is like nuts to say because everyone's like, you can't get that much more gloss. It's literally just been proven.
The flake is more pretty. Look how far away Ryan is and able to take a picture of himself.
All right. Time to go home. We're all done. I'll see you guys at the house. Made it home. Oh, as I struggle out of my fucking car. Oh my God. Okay. Made it back home. That highway is actually really nice. Out of a lot of different highways there are, I find that highway is one of the few that I feel comfortable to just like floor it on. Before I end the video though, I wanted to end off with Restorfx, and Ryan has offered up a discount code. So if you guys want to use the code FLYIN, whether it be on Instagram, like DM, you can use it, drop it. It can be on the website. For any packages that you would try to go in and get, if you use the code FLYIN, you'll save some money. So go and use that code. I'll leave it in the description below as well. And then we'd also talked about doing a free ceramic coating on a set of wheels. So I'll do that contest giveaway soon. So stay tuned for that one because that's like a huge deal. I was surprised that he offered that up, and that's really nice of him. So for all the things that he does to support me, it was really cool to see that he was willing to do that for you guys and see the benefit so that one of you guys could win that free ceramic coating on their wheels. That's like huge. I would have loved to had that the first 2 years of having my car. So anyways, I'll end the video here now that I plugged the FLYIN discount code, and then that giveaway that's coming, I'll try to make a little bit more content sooner than later, and then you'll see that contest go live on my Instagram soon. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was a little bit more of a lengthy video, but what can you do? Hope some of you watched it. If you watched all the way through, comment below. Peace. Thanks for watching.
Bye.